Hi guys, Geecher64 here, and today we're talking about the physical media releases for the month of January in the year 2025. Happy New Year, first month of the year. Don't judge me too harshly for my tree behind me. It's coming down in the next few days, so this will probably be the last time this is in a video. But if you're new here, the way I do my videos is we'll split this into sections. First, we'll talk about the new releases, the new movies coming out, then we'll talk about the Steelbooks, then we'll talk about the older movies getting releases, and then usually there's TV and box sets, but not a whole lot for this month, so that section's going to be pretty slim. I pick things I'm interested in, some things I think you guys might be interested in, and I try and hit all of the major releases as well, but we don't cover everything here, so if something's missing from this list, feel free to continue the conversation in the comments section below. But with all that said, let's go ahead and jump into the video. Man, I'm excited to get the first new release wall video done of the month. First up, we've got Venom: The Last Dance. Well, that has me a little less excited, but Venom: The Last Dance is coming out. We've got the Blu-ray option. This is probably one of the bigger movies, I guess, coming out this month on the new release wall. We've got the Venom: Last Dance. As I said, we've got the Blu-ray, and then we've also got the 4K option as well. There's also a 3-movie collection, including all of the movies for $52. The only Venom movie I watched was the first one. I thought it was disposable. I didn't think it was the worst thing I'd ever seen. It felt like a throwback to like the early 2000s of superhero movies, like the bad ones like Elektra to me and Catwoman, those types of movies. But regardless, other people seem to have liked them. They've been supporting them and going to watch them. So the 3-movie collection on Blu-ray is an option as well, if you're interested in that. We've also got Saturday Night coming out on Blu-ray. This is the movie that's based around the first airing of Saturday Night Live. And I've seen some really good reviews for it. I'm actually really looking forward to checking this one out. I may be picking this one up. I think it's worth a pickup, at least from everything I've been hearing about it. We've also got Here coming out on Blu-ray. No 4K for this one. There's no 4K for Saturday Night either. This is the Robert Zemeckis movie where it's just one fixed point, one fixed camera, and then everything happens around it. Pretty interesting premise. Reviews have not been that great on it. What I would give this a shot on a streaming potentially because I like Robert Zemeckis, but not one I'm going to pick up, but that one is coming out on Blu-ray if you're interested in that, starring Tom Hanks and Robin Wright. We've also got Smile 2 coming out. This is the sequel, obviously, to the first Smile, which is a horror movie with Naomi Scott. So I wish she was in more stuff. But we've got the 4K option. Surprisingly, I don't see a Blu-ray option for this release. Kind of strange. There's a DVD and a 4K. Potentially, there's going to be a Blu-ray option by the time this video goes up or by the time it actually releases here in the month. But right now, I don't see a Blu-ray option on any of the websites for this. So that's kind of different. The 4K is dual-packed with the Blu-ray, so you would think that they would release a Blu-ray. But regardless, Smile 2 is coming out. We've also got The Substance. Now, I've heard a lot about this. Obviously, a lot of different people have talked about this. It's like a body horror type of movie. A lot of people seem to like it. It's not really up my alley. Not really something that I'm really interested in checking out, but I know a lot of people really like this movie. There's going to be a Blu-ray option as well as a 4K option. The next one we've got is A Legend with Jackie Chan. I don't really know much about this other than it's just a Jackie Chan movie that's coming out. It's going to be a Blu-ray only. We've also got We Live in Time. I did hear some about this as an A24 film with Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh. Heard some pretty good things about it. There's an A24 shop exclusive Digipack release, and then there is a Blu-ray release, a standard Blu-ray release for this as well. Next, we've got Armor on Blu-ray. This is a Sylvester Stallone movie. Don't really know much about it other than that. It looks like kind of a generic $5 Walmart bin action movie, but I mean, Sylvester Stallone's great. I mean, I like him. I don't really have any interest in this, to be honest. It is dual packed with a DVD though. That's kind of nice and surprising. I mean, you don't see that super often anymore. That's kind of going the way of the dodo. But the next thing we've got is Elevation. Now, this is a movie with Anthony Mackie and Marina Baccarin, and I just found out about this by putting together this video. One of the things I love about the new release wall is I find out about movies and things that I didn't know were coming out, and I'm able to share that with you guys here, and hopefully you guys discover some things from this. Now, This is basically a post-apocalyptic movie. I didn't know it was coming out. Blu-ray, $18. Not bad. It does look like kind of a mid-level streaming type of movie. To me, the trailer is out if you want to go check it out. But I'm interested enough to where I would want to watch it, and I think it's only got like a 90-minute runtime, so that's really nice. I like watching shorter movies or normal length movies, an hour and a half. The other new release we've got coming out is My Name is Alfred Hitchcock. Now, technically, this doc released back in 2022, but we're getting the Blu-ray here in 2025. I don't know if this was on any streaming. I never heard about it. But again, it's getting a Blu-ray release here in 2025. It's a doc on Alfred Hitchcock, and the trailer for it looked pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to giving this one a shot. We've also got Hundreds of Beavers. I've only heard about this because I've seen some people talk about it on their like best of the year lists and things like that on YouTube. Otherwise, I would not have heard about it. It's, I guess, a black and white kind of a Looney Tunes. You'll have to watch a trailer. I'm not, whatever I describe it as, it's not going to be very good. It looks like it has a very interesting style. I'm surprised so many people are putting it on their best of the year, but I didn't watch it, so who am I to say? Hundreds of Beavers is getting a Blu-ray release. It's $30 on Amazon. It's pretty high for a Blu-ray. I do like the cover. It's kind of funny. Again, go check out the trailer if you're interested in it. And there's also a Vinegar Syndrome exclusive release for Hundreds of Beavers, limited to 2,000 copies. So if you want this cover and you're a big fan of this movie, hey, maybe you'll go for the Vinegar Syndrome exclusive. Moving into the Steelbook options, here we've got Venom: The Last Dance, obviously getting a Steelbook, as the rest of the Venom movies have gotten Steelbooks. Even though I really don't have any interest in checking out this movie, I think the Steelbook looks pretty cool. I like Venom as a character. I just wish he was in a better movie. We've also got Smile 2 getting a Steelbook with a pretty interesting cover there. Looks pretty disturbing. It's kind of mesmerizing, I guess. It is dual packed. It's got a 4K, a Blu-ray digital code. They're asking $36 for it. Moving on from Smile 2, we've got Kill Bill Volume 1 Steelbook. Now, this is a Lionsgate limited release. You can only purchase this through the Lionsgate website. It's not getting a release anywhere else. Now, it does have a standard slip, and we'll talk about that later when we get to the basic releases. This is the first set of Lionsgate limited releases that they're testing out on their website. Lionsgate has historically done great steelbooks in the past. This past year was a little bit rougher than they used to be, but still, I think Lionsgate does do some really good steelbooks. Some debate over whether people like this style or not. This looks exactly like a pop art style. Blockbuster actually used to have, and I actually still have this. There's a Superman pop art style poster that was up on the wall, Christopher Reeves one, and it was the exact same color palette as this, if I remember correctly. So I don't mind this. I think it looks kind of cool, me personally, but it's not everyone's cup of tea. It is getting a 4K release. I may do a separate video talking about these the Quentin Tarantino releases, because I got a lot more to say. But let's move on to Kill Bill Volume 2. This is obviously the second one getting a release here. They're releasing them the same day. The 4K Steelbook. I actually kind of like this one even more than the first. Obviously, the colors are more in line with what people associate with Kill Bill, with the yellow and red, so that helps. But that one's getting a Steelbook release, again, exclusive on the Lionsgate website. We've also got Jackie Brown, the other Quentin Tarantino movie, which I think is a pretty underrated Tarantino movie. I actually watched it for the first time this past year, and I was like, you know what? That was really solid. Like, I can see where something like Breaking Bad would get some inspiration from that movie. So if you've never seen Jackie Brown, that's a pretty good movie. And I do want to pick it up because I don't own it. Actually, I think I had to purchase it digitally, which is a shame. I should have just bought it physically, but I wanted to watch it at that time because I had a friend over who wanted me to see it. So anyway, so Jackie Brown's getting a Steelbook release as well. We've got the Wolfman getting a Steelbook release of 4K. Now, these are the Alex Ross Universal Monster Steelbooks. These were previously released by Best Buy years ago, only on Blu-ray. Now, they're being reprinted with the 4Ks, And we've gotten Creature from the Black Lagoon, Frankenstein, and Dracula, I believe. And now we're getting the Wolfman. I think Alex Ross is a great artist. I have lots of prints from Alex Ross. I've got lots of signed stuff from Alex Ross and lots of posters. I got far more posters and prints than I have wall space to showcase. But that one is getting a 4K release. We've also got Seven, the 30th anniversary steelbook coming out. Obviously, this is the movie with Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt, made famous by What's in the Box.
What's in the box?
That's the main line people, I guess, remember from it. But I haven't seen it in a really long time. I'm looking forward to checking it out again. It is not dual packed. It's not dual packed. It's 4K only, which is kind of... well, unfortunately, like as I said, that's becoming more common, or at least it became more common last year. This steelbook I'm really excited for, which is Snowpiercer. It's getting a 4K release. I believe this is the first time coming to 4K. It's a great movie. If you've never seen it, I've got the Blu-ray. I think the steelbook looks pretty solid. I think it's got a slip on it when you remove it. The train, I think, comes off. I'm not really sure. I don't have the image in front of me. But I've already got it on Blu-ray. Will I upgrade? I don't know. They're asking $35 for this one. But the steelbook is Amazon exclusive. So you can only get it on Amazon. Not going to be at Walmart or any brick and mortar stores if you're interested in that. That one is still currently up for pre-order. They haven't sold out, at least as of filming this video. It's a pretty good movie. Some people speculate that it is a sequel to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Would you like to see?
It's an interesting theory if you've never heard of it. But anyway, Snowpiercer is coming out. We've also got The Last Witch Hunter, which is a Vin Diesel movie. I've never seen this. I don't really know anything about it. It's an Amazon exclusive 4K, another Amazon exclusive. So we got 2 Amazon exclusive steelbooks coming out this month. Could this be a trend going into the future where Amazon has exclusives? I don't know. Is that a good or a bad thing? I don't know. But we're getting a steelbook here. Looks okay. I mean, I'm kind of lukewarm on it, but that one's coming out $35 as well. We've also got Lord of the Rings: The Fellowship of the Ring 4K steelbook coming out. Now, this is the same steelbook that was released with the steelbook set a few years ago. I wish I would have gotten that one. That one sold out, and so I just have the basic 4K set behind me. I think it's nice that they're doing these individually. However, this is a Walmart exclusive, and they're asking almost $40 for it. I'm not going to pick it up at that point because, for one, I've already got the 4K. At $40, if they release the rest, that's $120 to get all 3 of them. I mean, that's actually more than the actual original set was that actually included the casing for it. So I don't know. I do like the design of this. I've always liked the designs of these steelbooks. I would have gotten them if I had the chance. So we also got Drag Me to Hell, getting a Walmart exclusive steelbook with some great art. This is a Sam Raimi movie, if I remember correctly. Kind of gives you some idea of what Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness might have been if he was just able to do what he wanted to do. But that movie was not very good. Not Drag Me to Hell. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness wasn't very good. At least I don't think it was. Motel Hell is getting a Walmart exclusive. Don't really know anything about it. This is a horror movie. As I've mentioned a few times here on the channel, I'm not a big horror guy. Most people in the physical media space are big horror fans. I'm a sci-fi guy, so I mean, I guess I bring that to the table or whatever. But anyway, all right, let's move into the older movies that are getting released here in the first month of 2025. We've got Kill Bill Volume 1 here. This is the basic slip cover here. So if you don't want to pre-order the steelbook from Lionsgate, you don't want to go through their website, you don't care about the steelbook, you don't like it, whatever, it is getting a basic release. So at least there's going to be options out there for collectors, right? This is the slipcover for Volume 1. And then we've also got Volume 2. I wish they kind of complemented each other a little bit better design-wise, but I don't dislike either of these slipcovers, really. We've also got Jackie Brown, again, getting a basic 4K slip here with a different design than the steelbook. We've got 7. It's getting a standard 4K slip as well. We talked about the steelbook in the steelbook section, and the 4K here is not dual packed either. So one of the benefits typically has been with steelbooks is the fact that that's the only way to get the combo pack with the 4K and the Blu-ray. But apparently maybe that's been phasing out too. So again, only getting a 4K here with 7. We've also got the Last Voyage of the Demeter. If you guys like Nosferatu and want to see this story, which is pretty good, I think it's definitely worth a watch. I believe it only had a Blu-ray release prior, so this is the first time on 4K. There's also a collector's edition from Shout Factory. You have to get it off their website. It's $40. It's got its own slipcover and comes with 2 posters. So if you're interested in that one, that's $40. So $7 more than what Amazon is asking for that if you want to go through that. We've also got Chinatown coming to 4K. Again, it's not dual packed, but that's nice. I think this is the first time coming to 4K. I'm wondering if the transfer is pretty good. Oh, speaking about transfers, Inglourious Bastards is getting a 4K Arrow release. Now, I hope this is a different transfer than what the original 4K was. I heard a lot of bad things, and I saw some people talking about it and saw some visuals from the 4K that was released last year, a couple years ago, whenever it was, and people didn't seem to like that 4K release. This, considering it's Arrow, it's probably a new 4K transfer. I'm sure it's probably going to be better than the other 4K transfer. There's a 4K option as well as a Blu-ray option. Another Arrow movie, we've got The Cell. Don't know anything about this. We've got Jennifer Lopez, Vince Vaughn, and Vincent D'Onofrio. Kingpin is in this, apparently. I don't know. The box looks kind of interesting. Don't really know anything about this. Comment below if you've seen The Cell. Let me know if it's worth a watch. But that one is getting an Arrow release. It's getting a 4K as well as a Blu-ray option. Apparently this movie's from 2000. I had no idea. Moving on from the Arrow releases, we've got Once Upon a Time in the West on 4K. Now this had a Paramount Presents release last year, I believe. It might have been 2023. I'm pretty sure it was last year, 2024, Paramount Presents line. I don't know if this is the same transfer or not, but it's got different slipcover. A lot of people were kind of mixed on that Paramount Presents 4K transfer, if I remember correctly. So I don't know. Maybe this is a new chance to get a different type of 4K. We've got Sanctum coming out. This is executive producers James Cameron. I don't think I've ever seen this. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen this. It's dual packed. This one's from Shout Factory. I guess this is another one. Let me know if Sanctum's any good. I definitely rely on some of your guys' recommendations on some of these things I haven't seen to see if it's worth a watch or not. We've also got John Carpenter's Vampires, which I didn't know was a thing. I've been catching up on a lot of John Carpenter movies over the last couple years. Never even heard about this one, but this one's coming to 4K. From Shout Factory. We've also got Reindeer Games coming out on 4K. This is from Kino Lorber. First time on 4K for this movie. We've also got Murder by Decree, which is a 1979 movie coming to 4K for the first time, again from Kino Lorber. It is dual packed. We've got Summer Rental coming out. John Candy. I think I might have seen this on TV maybe back in the day. I don't really remember. I think this is the first time on Blu-ray. It's weird, some of the stuff we're getting on 4K, but something with John Candy you would think would get a 4K, but something like John Carpenter's Vampires or Murder by Decree, which I think are more obscure than a John Candy Summer Rental. I've definitely heard about Summer Rental, but it's only getting a Blu-ray release. Kind of odd. Another one from Kino Lorber, we've got April Fool's Day. Don't really know anything about this one. I like how it lists it as 4K Ultra HD plus special features Blu-ray. So at least they're transparent in the fact that the Blu-ray does not have a Blu-ray copy of the movie. They just have the special features on the Blu-ray. So that's kind of interesting. Moving into some Criterion stuff, we've got Yojimbo and Sanjuro. I've seen Yojimbo. I actually own it somewhere back there. Akira Kurosawa, obviously a lot of big inspiration for George Lucas in Star Wars, which brought me into checking out Akira Kurosawa films. And so yeah, Yojimbo is really good. I might get this dual pack, but I don't really need Yojimbo though. But the dual pack is coming out. They're asking $62 for it. Which is about what they would be individually. It is 4K. We've also got another Criterion here. We've got Winchester 73 with Jimmy Stewart, however you want to say his name. Movie from 1950. I've never seen this one. We've got The Grifters from Criterion as well. This movie's from 1990. John Cusack. I didn't know. It says it's a Martin Scorsese production, directed by Stephen Frears. Yeah, I've never even heard of this one. Nice bright yellow box though for it. Moving on to from some Criterion, we've got Chris Claremont's X-Men. This is actually a documentary. I don't know if it's currently on Amazon Prime, but it used to be on Amazon Prime. I saw this one a few years ago. This is an older documentary. By older, I mean it's at least years old. It focuses on Chris Claremont's run on X-Men, which was a great run for the X-Men. There's been a lot of really great runs for the X-Men. They just haven't been in the last 20 years, unfortunately. You kind of have to go into the 90s and 80s and in order to get the best runs of the X-Men, in my opinion. So this one's coming to Blu-ray. They're asking $33 for it. If you've never seen the doc and it's not on Amazon Prime and you like the X-Men, you like documentaries, I thought it was pretty good. There's another one about the Image creators called Image Revolution, which I think was made by the same company. The same company who did that documentary did this one. But anyway, that one's coming out. I was pretty surprised to see it coming out. We've also got Icons on Earth from Marvel. Obviously, Icons on Earth has been doing, they cover a lot of different movies and things. I watched some of their Icons on Earth Star Wars that they did. I don't know if this one's any good or not because I haven't seen it, but it's a documentary. It's 12 hours, so it's multiple episodes. They're asking $28 for it. Not a huge month, especially not as big as the last couple months we've got. October, November, December of last year, there was just banger after banger. I picked up more in those 3 months than I think I did the entire year combined as far as the new releases go. So, but still, there's some pretty interesting things this month. Again, if there's anything missing here that you know is coming out, comment and let me know. And also let me know what you're most interested to pick up from this list. Always interested to see what you guys have to say. But I will see you back on the new release wall for February, but there's lots of videos coming out here in January. I'm trying to put out some extra stuff. I normally release my videos on Tuesday, and then if I have a bonus video for the week, I usually try and release it on Thursday. Physical media is usually what I focus on Tuesday, but regardless, I do want to thank everybody for sticking around on this channel for the previous year in 2024. Hope you stick around here in 2025. I want to thank you all for checking out this video. Thank you, subscribers. All of you were awesome. And if you like this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Do all the YouTube stuff or don't. I'm not a beggar. I'm Geek True 64, and I'll always tell you the truth.